Hey guys, how's it going? It is KlaireeBerry here with we're going to do Cardano today from the 18th all the way to the end of the month. Kind of a long reading, so bear with me, but I wanted to give you Ada lovers kind of a deeper look into what's going on. Ooh, we got the hawk. This is fierce, okay? This is fierce. This is unrelentless. Also very sharp, very smart, a lot of clarity, can see very well from far away. And a lot of what we got for this is kind of summed up with, we have the full moon to kind of kick off this reading. And the full moon here for Virgo is in the 6th house. So there's this energy of, first of all, Virgo, this is general for Virgo, Virgo moon in the 1st house, because Ada is a Virgo here. So this is about renewal. This is about a new Ada. This is about setting the foundation for the future. This is about planning ahead. A lot of this is going to be, there's a lot of mental energy here too. This is air. So you have the air sign for mental energy. We're setting the foundation. We're getting our minds ready. We're making plans. And again, kind of looking ahead at what's coming for the future, but big theme on setting the foundation. So on the 18th specifically, guys, we have, first I have to tell you, Central Standard Time Zone, not a financial advisor. This is all intuition, astrology, tarot, and fun. You can use it to be on the lookout for when to buy the dips and dollar cost average in for the week or for the month, which is how I use it. But again, this is my intuition and you don't know me. So use your own intuition on top of mine. And that is really a good way to flex your intuition muscle as well. So on the 18th, we've got specifically for Cardano, Mercury conjunct Neptune. So normally these Neptune aspects, especially if it's combined with Mercury, again, that's this planning, that's this looking ahead, it's just a down or sideways element here or aspect. But we've got this bigger aspect. Lilith is sextile Venus. So I think that's going to bring in some little bit better energy for the day. Plus we've also got the general aspect of Sun sextile Pluto. So again, this is kind of a theme. There's power, and we have some partnerships here that, some people, whether it's good or bad, that are going to be out there affecting us. Power from the outside in. Things are just happening in the world that are affecting us, and we're going to have to, see through the BS, find some clarity, and figure out where to go. So there's kind of this fixed it energy. There's kind of this, okay, there's going to be issues, and that's a big theme for this whole reading. There's going to be issues. How are we going to deal with it? And so, really, I think for the day, it probably won't be too much better by the end of the day, but it might go up a little bit. But otherwise, kind of sideways or up a little bit, basically, is the prediction. So the 19th, we've got Mars sesquiquadrate natal Sun, which is very good aspect. And we've got the general aspect of Venus, square natal, not natal, just generally Uranus. So Venus square Uranus in the 6th house. This is issues. This is stay calm. There's something going on out there. But again, I think that overall, here's the issues, and overall we should do pretty well. I think it's actually going to be a good day in the green, especially due to that Mars sesquiquadrate natal Sun. But granted, that's not a huge issue, and Uranus, we all know how crazy Uranus can be. It's really hard to predict Uranus. So again, take it with a little bit of a grain of salt there, but that is the prediction. The 20th, nothing specific, but we do have Sun moving into Aries. Bye-bye Pisces season. Welcome to Aries season for the next 4 weeks. This is all in the 8th house. So this can be very good because it's a lot of transformation energy. Okay, it's a lot of bold energy. It does have to do with shared investments, which we're already having a lot of 7th house energy. So, and there's passion too. Okay, and bold moves, bold change. So I think over the next 4 weeks, it's going to be pretty good for this particular day. Kind of like that, maybe up, maybe over, mostly probably just sideways, especially with nothing peaking specifically on this day. And again, if nothing's peaking, all we're going off of is tarot and intuition. So again, use your own intuition. So 21st, start a new week. We've got Mercury sextile Pluto. Again, we have this issue of our plans, and are there coming up, the outside issues are teaching us new, and we're having to change. We're having to change our outlook. We're having to change what's going on. Usually a lot of times this will be a dip. Okay. So we might have the dip and then rise is kind of how I see it. Okay. Maybe a little couple dips there. Overall, though, I don't think it's going to hit us too bad. But again, probably mostly down and then coming up, maybe kind of more sideways than anything else. But initially, I did see, in the green just by what I drew. So it's kind of a mixed bag there anytime you have Pluto. So 22nd, nothing specific, but we do have general aspect of Mars square Uranus in the 6th house. Again, these few days here, 21, 22, 23, it's watch out energy, and it's probably a dip energy. So watch out maybe for the 22nd with this Uranus energy, big shakeups. This is 6th house. This is all about giving, caring for others. I mean, in a person, it's kind of letting go energy, and also kind of cleaning up. So really for the day, I kind of have something like this. Definitely V energy going down and then coming up. And like I said, it could be over the 3-day span here. Could be, mainly there or both. 23rd, we've got Mercury square Saturn. Again, not a great aspect. It's all planning. It's lower energy. It's work, work, work. Don't see the reward. Down or sideways there. Then we've got general aspect of Mercury conjunct Neptune. Again, more confusion, more laziness, more internal energy. This is in the 7th house. So you really want to watch out here on the 23rd for a lot of FUD. Somebody big talking smack on Cardano. So for this, yeah, that's what I'm drawing. I think it'll go down. So maybe 22nd isn't our, I was thinking, okay, 21. Let me do this on a different page. 21, 22, 23. I was thinking, overall it kind of might be like this, but I think 23 is also kind of going to be down. And maybe even further. We might have a dip on the 22nd and then a further dip on the 23rd. But thankfully, we've got some good energy coming through. Bigger aspect, though, here. And we got to note with these bigger aspects, sometimes they don't fall on the exact day, but we do have North Node in conjunct Jupiter. Okay, this is kind of the opposite. Instead of the V, we're going to have the peak here. And I'm seeing this actually is basically for the day here, 2 peaks. But the beautiful thing about this energy is that it's long term, it's for the future, and it means there's going to be some good shakeups, and people's minds are going to be more inclined to see clearly see Eta in a positive way for the long term here and into the future. Okay, so so it's kind of almost like feels like a turning point. You guys feel that? For the 25th, we've got Mercury in conjunct North Node, which is again more of this planning. Guys, we're just setting the foundation. More people I feel like are coming in. They're getting this basic knowledge about what Cardano is, what it's going to do, and it's growing. It's growing slowly, even just in people's minds here. Okay. And people are planning on, coming into Eta and things like that. So again, it's positive, it's good, it's long-term, but it isn't going to show on this day. So we also have Mercury opposite Sun, which is some issues, but also probably able, and just like we got here in our, it's mainly the tarot that helps me out with these lines, but the narrative here from the astrology really goes with this Mercury opposite Sun is like, we are going to climb out of the hole kind of energy there. We're going to overcome these issues. 26 will be a Saturday. This is Mercury in conjunct Venus. Actually kind of a positive aspect there. We've got general aspect of Mercury, sextile Pluto. Again, that clarity is finally coming back. We're learning, we're helping, we're fixing, we're climbing out of the hole. A little bit better by the end of the day, kind of honestly kind of sideways. And even in the one I drew over here in my paper, maybe really from the beginning to the end of the day, not a huge difference, but I think it'll go up in between. So 26th, not a lot to speak of. It's a Sunday. We've got general aspect of Mercury, a lot of Mercury, guys. This, again, planning, clarity, air, understanding, seeing through all the FUD, seeing through what's happening. Okay, Mercury is moving into Aries for the next 2 weeks. Again, 8th house energy, bold, brave. Again, able to think the things in a new way, totally transform the thinking of Ada here. So looking like, I think the day, again, not a whole lot to speak of. And it's a Sunday, guys. So really, I think there might be the dip, but it comes back up. But I don't think it's going to be a huge gain on the day, even though, some of this great, Aries bold energy is, again, it's not all going to be in that day. It's the next couple of weeks. So really not a lot going on this Sunday. So 28th, guys, we've got a lot going on all of a sudden. This is going to be a Monday. We've got Sun in conjunct Mercury. There's issues, but there's excitement. It's almost like this whole theme. We've got Pluto, trine, Sun. Again, tests, issues. Cardano is going to be put to the test. Okay? We've got Sun in conjunct Mars, which is positive, almost peak energy despite the issues. We've also got a bigger aspect of Venus sextile natal Saturn, which is actually a pretty good Saturn aspect, kind of a chip away at it. You'll be getting somewhere, get her done energy. We've got general aspect of Venus conjunct Saturn, 6th house energy, care for new people, stuff like that. This is big building foundation energy with Saturn sextile natal Saturn. Big, good, long-term energy. So any energy we might have had from this peak of, Sun in conjunct Mars, peak energy is going to be leveled off by all this Saturn energy. In fact, a lot of stuff is going to be leveled off. And it's almost like a down or sideways day. Because at the end of the day, again, pretty much sideways. But don't expect if it's a wild, crazy, and exciting, ride to get there. Okay? 29th, we've got Sun sesquiquadrant natal North Node. And that's more of a negative aspect. Okay? There's still, I think, maybe some craziness. So again, by the end of the day, not a whole lot of difference. Maybe a little up. Again, kind of a theme here. What else do we have? 30th, nothing. Literally nothing to speak of. This is what tarot kind of thinks, again, not really doing a lot, but you see that pattern. Up, down, all around. A lot of volatility in this market, in this reading. Now, the last day, this is our new moon in Aries in the 8th house. This is a lot of energy of almost ready to act. Again, the whole law of attraction with the tarot, it's air first. You change your mind, and then you change your emotions, and then you change your actions. Then things start happening for you. Okay? And we're all just changing our mind. We're changing, it's like Ada is changing its underlying energy before it's actually going to be able to make some really big changes. So it's like we're laying the foundation. We're almost ready to act here with this new moon, but not quite. We're almost ready to almost like unveil ourselves in the new us. There's a little bit of stuck energy. There's a little bit of limits. We've got North Node in conjunct Saturn. Limits, we're still kind of being held back and we're about ready to soar. We've got Venus opposite North Node, which is positive, especially long term. And we've got Venus in conjunct Sun, which actually is positive too. So for this day, again, we've got so many competing issues, but I think from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, we will be up. So that is pretty much it. There's a lot of, there's a lot of Uranus. There's a lot of issues on the outside, especially coming in. How are we dealing with those issues? Ada will be put to the test, and I think will be, learning lessons just like everybody else, but also coming out pretty well. It's almost like we're looking down here on others who are going through and being hit by these outside issues even worse, because we're being introspective. We are honestly, embracing change. That's been a big theme lately too. And kind of able to roll with the punches. A lot of the shakeups, a lot of the issues feel like they're down on land, and we are looking down on them with clarity. We're able to hold the clarity. And that really speaks to Cardano and the fact that, how many stakers do we have? How many long-term bulls for ADA that are not going to sell? And we know that. That's why. That is actually, I have chills. So again, there might be issues, but Cardano is going to overcome here. Again, it's a lot of up and down, and are we losing ground? Are we gaining ground? A lot of confusion. But I think that will come out of it all right. So, yeah, that's all for now, guys. I know it's crazy, a little bit crazy. Let me know if you prefer the longer videos where I do more than a week, or if you just prefer those short, sweet weekly videos. I definitely take all of your suggestions into consideration, even if it's, crazy shit coins or whatever. I will look into it. Sometimes I can't find the good information as far as the birth date for the project, and so that's kind of difficult. But I do appreciate all the suggestions and comments, and like, share, subscribes. Finding me all over social media. KlaireeBerry on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, etc. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.